All right, welcome everyone. We're live, and we're working on the Nylint Semi Truck again. Uh, if you've been here before, you kind of know a little bit about that. If not, you're new. Don't forget the super chat, the little dollar sign down in the chat box there. You can donate as little as $1. Helps fund these projects, mostly getting new equipment and better video production stuff. But anyway, you're going to watch me work on this some more. I'm filming this video as we're speaking here, so I'm wanting to get this done because I want to get the full video up. This one's going to be a long one. It may be a 20-minute video to show everything I'm doing here because we're doing some heavy customization on this, and you'll see the finished product. But we're going to do some masking on these two pieces here. If you watched my other one, I did some masking on the other ones. So let's just get set up here. I need to do some measurements here on the other side so I can mimic what I already did. But if you're just joining in here, say hello in the chat. Use the super chat. It highlights your comment, and I'll give you a shout out. So don't forget to do that. And just you can ask me anything. We can talk about just about anything. We kind of get multitude of topics going here, and it's kind of fun. So I am just getting everything going here. So appreciate you joining in and watching me work on this. I know some people like this kind of stuff, and I enjoy doing it. So I figure I'm going to be working on it a little bit here. I might as well, let you guys watch some of the behind-the-scenes part here. And we're just going to get a loose measurement here. Where to get that first tape line? So, see, we got some new people joining in. So feel free to join in the chat, and let's get a conversation going. What would you guys like to talk about? I mean, you can ask me anything. Ask me what I'm doing. If you haven't been following along, that's okay. I'll tell you what I'm doing as we go here. Just masking off, putting some graphics on the side of these two pieces. I've already done it on a bunch of the other ones, so and I live streamed that a few days ago. So coming in on the tail end of this project, which is good. This project's been taking longer than I normally would like a project such as this, but again, as I was talking a little bit earlier, this is a more involved project than I really anticipated. But I think it's going to look really good when I get done. And my son's going to love it. So I am really excited about that. All right. I just used this little masking tape. This is just a guide. I know it's a little bit of a waste, but it's all right. I got plenty of it. So see some new viewers hopping in. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Let's find out where everybody's from. I always kind of like that because I have viewers all the way around the world on YouTube here, and I gotta say it's still very amazing to me that I can do this and have people watch me from around the world and share their experiences and whatnot. So it's the amazing part of technology that is the good part about technology, I think. because I want to say most people are pretty good people out there. All right. Okay. I got most of the tape down here. Okay. And we'll rip these off. Not really use those again. Doesn't really matter. Welcome to the chat. If you're new here and you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm working on a toy restoration, more of a custom actually. We're not really restoring it to original. But if you're new here, want to support the channel, feel free to support in the super chat. You can donate as little as $1, and it's much appreciated. Move some stuff out of the way here. So, do that. Make sure we get the, and then I gotta mask out the rest. But I like to do this step here. Mask or wipe off the area I'm going to paint. Welcome to this live stream. Just working on a few parts to a much larger project. That'll have a video out in the future. Hopefully in the very near future. We'll see. Please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed so you can get the notifications. Hopefully you're getting a pretty decent stream. I don't always have the best internet connection for doing this, but usually it holds out pretty well. So feel free to say something in the chat. Let's find out where everybody's from. I always enjoy finding out who my viewers are, or who's you know, who my viewers are, like where they're from. I mean, I guess is. Okay, we'll do that. I need to go get some paper. Bring my scissors. All right, be right back. All right, hopefully we're getting a decent stream here. Hopefully the stream looks pretty good. Hey, if you're viewing if you're in the chat viewing this, tell me how good the stream is working for you. YouTube's kind of giving me that the stream doesn't look very good. I could try to stop and restart it, but sometimes YouTube is giving erroneous data, because sometimes I've seen it says, oh, your stream's not very good, but people said it's fine with, you know, they're seeing an okay stream and okay signal. So just kind of let me know in the chat. There's probably not a lot I can do about it, because again, it's fairly dependent on my my internet connection, and I can't really control how good a quality it is. Okay, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting any messages in the chat, so I just didn't know if people weren't in there or whatnot. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Where are you from there, Tony? Like I said, I've been saying I enjoy kind of knowing where people are viewing from. Uh, oh, hey Jack, you're in there. Thanks for viewing. I mean, you're one of my longtime viewers. I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm not just saying it. Can you do Korea coat out of those little airbrush barriers? I'm not sure I know what that product is. Um, I guess, yeah, I'm not familiar with that product. An airbrush, I mean, in general, I'd say an airbrush requires fairly thin materials. Oh, Rochester, New York, the U.S. Nice, East Coast. But you know, if it can be thinned, yeah, you could probably spray it. Airbrushes are not great because airbrushes are more air than material, depending on how you got them set up. So, not knowing much about that material, I guess I couldn't really tell you definitively yes or no if it would do that. Okay, we got that one's that part's easy. This is the one that's a little more involved. So, oh, hey, Eric Kaiser from St. Louis. Okay, yeah. It's like Duracoat. I'm not really sure what Duracoat is. Is that like a heavy undercoating or something? Yep, I've been to St. Louis. It's a nice town. It might if you can thin it. If you can thin it, you could definitely spray it out of here. Then let's see. I'm just kind of eyeballing this part. Let's see. About okay. That looks pretty good there. Yeah. And, you know, truth be told, actually, since you're talking about you're asking and talking about my airbrush here, this airbrush, I need to upgrade my airbrush, but I've mostly because I've had it a long time and I've used it a lot. This is one from Harbor Freight. I've had this probably 7-8 years, and I've used it quite a bit. And you know, definitely the Badger or an Awada, I think that's how you say it, is a better quality airbrush by far. I mean, but I have found this to be it's been a workhorse. You know, works fine. Now, if I was going to be doing this for a living or something, I definitely wouldn't use this. But if you just want to get started with airbrushing and you know don't know if you're gonna how it's gonna go if you have the trick knack for it and everything, I would highly recommend it because it's so cheap. You know, uh, if it's not your thing. Whoops, I need to do one other thing before I get that out. It's so cheap you can afford to throw it away if it's not what if it's not what you were expecting. So I highly recommend it under those pretenses. It's very good to get started with to just see if that's you know, if it's an airbrush is something you'd use. I use it a lot with my modeling, with weathering, because a lot of times I'm running real, oh, how do I want to say it, like dirt, you know, I'm not looking for a fine finish. I'm running kind of what you'd almost call like dirty paint through it, because I'm using it for weathering or putting kind of base coats and stuff on things. So, you know, high precision is not um, the ultimate goal. So um, so like I said, it's perfect for that. So I'll probably still keep it around and just for doing stuff like that, and then have you know a good one for the top coats and everything. Then it honestly cuts down on the cleaning time and all that. Um, it's an oven curl. I bet you it would spray that. Um, hey, BNSF. Yep, you were in my stream. Yep, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it backwards. Um, yep, and you caught it. But yes, I will do that. I will be doing that. So it matches the trailer. So I'll have to reverse my pattern. For those out there, that user, he was in my stream the other night and caught a mistake I was making. Only unfortunately, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it in time for me to fix it. So, which is fine. Like I said, it's something I'm, you know, it shows we're all human and make mistakes and don't always catch it. And of course, I could, you know, tear it all apart and redo it, but I don't think so. Okay. All right, got that nice curve going there. I could have started over. Yeah, you're right. But I decided not to. I'm gonna leave it that way. It's a fun story that'll go with the um, video and with the toy. Like I said, minute I get this done, it's gonna get in my son's hand, and it's gonna go straight. Probably gonna go straight to the sandbox or outside, anyways, and you know, it's gonna get dirty and scratched up, and that's okay. That's what I'm doing it for, is to be played with, because you guys will see in the video, the finished video, this thing was pretty rough. So I mean, it's definitely getting better. I'm definitely making it better, because granted, it looked terrible. It had broken parts for one thing, so it wasn't even totally functional as a toy, and I kind of hate that. So I mean, that's why I'm doing this. Is just to get it back to some play, get some play value back to it. And that's, you know, this isn't going to be it isn't meant to be a shelf sitter, because I intend for my son to eventually, hopefully, if he wants to, it's up to him, you know, after he's, you know, outgrows toys like this, keep it, you know, and he can give it to his son, or, you know, I'll store it for him, and then it goes back to, and then it'll go to his son or daughter. It's Katie, Jack, and new meals. Oh yeah, she's always coming up with some stuff. I don't know. I don't know if she's in here. I don't know if my moderator is in here watching or not. I know she's doing some stuff, some of her own little craft projects and stuff. So I'm not sure if she's actually joined in here. So if she is, she'll chime in. But okay, got that all laid out. Don't forget, folks, if you're new here, donate. You can donate by the super chat. It tells me you like this content. It tells me you want more and you enjoy it. It's always appreciated. But you never have to. Just watching and interacting is good enough for me. But it is there for those that want to support me in that way. So it's all up to you. It's up to the viewers. I wouldn't be here without viewers. I mean, I guess technically I was making videos. Well, I was making videos before the internet and things, and so very, very few people saw my early films and videos because, well, you know, unless you came over to my house and I got my projector going, or made copies of VHS tapes once that kind of thing came along, and then, you know, kind of forced people to watch them. They weren't good, but you know, I enjoyed it. All right. Make sure we get that tape down here. Not too long, we'll be spraying some paint here. All right. Let's get... So I guess other than this stuff, what other stuff do you guys enjoy or like to talk about? I'm game for anything. I don't always have a lot of stuff to say. Sometimes I ramble a lot, which I know. So, but this project here has been taking a long time, but like I said, I've been having a lot of fun. Doing it. So I will be a little sad when it's over, actually, but. Oh, actually, Jack, if you're still watching there, well, I don't know if I'd say I'm hooked, but I definitely buy Cincinnati chili from time to time, the cans of it, because I can't get the Gold Star stuff here, but I can get the Skyline, and I'd say both of us have somewhat of acquired a taste for it. I wouldn't say I crave it, but it's nice have a can when we can't decide what else to make. We make that. So I don't know. You kind of started something there. And if you guys out there don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video all about that. One of my viewers here sent me some different ones to try, and I really appreciate it because I didn't really know much about it. Okay. Am I ready here? Let's actually tape that off. Oh, hey, hey, Jack. Oh, there we go. $1.09. There we go. Jack just donated by Super Jack. You know what? And that amount. Of course, after YouTube takes their cut, that might be just enough for me to go buy a can of chili. So I'll keep you in mind when actually every time I pick up a can off the shelf. I honestly I think of you, which is weird. I think of my viewers, or one of my viewers, because you're the one that got me into it. So and allowed me to try, well, the two main brands. Let's see. I need the chili and sweet buns that you were talking about. Yeah. Well, and you know what? If there was an easy way for me to send the cinnamon rolls, I would send those to you. Although I'm not sure how that would work out through the mail. But here, I think we talked about this on another live stream years ago. Now, all you need to do is make, regular chili, chili con carne, I guess, or carne, not carne. That came out wrong. And then make yourself some good homemade cinnamon rolls, and pair those together. And the chili, it doesn't need to be anything super special, just a good, kind of tomato-based. A recipe. Let's see if Katie, my moderator's in there. She must not be because she hasn't chimed in. But let's text her, and I'll have her link a recipe in the chat here. Let me just do this here. Riveting content, I know. Okay. She's in the house. I'm in the shop, so we get something to set this up. Here, get this old paint can here. Yeah, maybe I can set it. Yeah, set it. There we go. Set it like that. Good enough. Yeah, hopefully she'll hop in, and maybe she'll link a recipe. But it really any standard old cinnamon roll recipe is going to work for this. And same with the chili. It can be any kind. Just generally the classic way is just a classic chili. You don't want it super, burn your mouth spicy or none of that stuff. No real smokehouse or anything like that. If you ever get to Nebraska, where you need to go is a restaurant chain called Runza, and have their chili and their cinnamon roll. That'll do it. But okay, we're just gonna send some paint up. So just have a little jar, thinner makes it easier. I only need a few drops to do this, so. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Got the wire plugged in. Double check that I didn't screw my pressures up. I was doing something else using my air compressor, and So, and I thought I of course had to turn my regulator up, so I'll have to experiment here. All right, there, my moderator's in there. Katie, Jack wants a good recipe for the cinnamon rolls. So if you could Google or help out with that, that'd be great. See, we're full service here at the Junkman's Adventures. You can learn how to restore your old vintage toys and learn how to cook all in one one shot here. About out of paint, but I have been painting quite a bit here, so. But I got enough to finish this because this is the last bit I have to do with this here. So, all right. Let's put on a little bit of safety equipment here. All right. Got my pressure set pretty good there, so let's go. Good. All right, for you guys to see. There you go. And there you go right there. And I'll have to let this one dry before I can mask things off. But now, all that, now I gotta clean up the old airbrush. the old MEK here. All right. Yeah, I know it's kind of boring, but gotta clean it up, get ready for the next color. But and I should be using a glove. There. All right. Well, we'll see you. Jack, thanks for joining in. I know it's kind of boring here. Kind of not much to show while I clean it up or talk about. But this is what the miracle of editing's good for, is to edit out all the boring stuff, which if anybody works on projects and stuff, they know this is, you spend more of your time doing stuff like this than actually working on it. But it's a necessary evil, because I gotta clean this out so I can I'll be ready for when I'm going to shoot the next color, and gotta do it between each color. So yeah, if there's any other new viewers in here, feel free to join in the chat here. Yeah, I guess I'm right. Yeah. Nope, it's not. And that's the thing. If and granted, this is just a tiny project. It's it's like them TV shows and stuff. They act like they restore a car in like 3 days or whatever, or, a week or whatever. It's like, no, or even I did for a while. Was intrigued by that American Restoration show from a few years back. But it's kind of like, granted, he had a paint guy on premise, but for the stuff he didn't, it's like, well, you got to send that out. I mean, it's just a lot of waiting for things to come back. So, from the painters, so you can even start working on it. Now, on this project, of course, I've been doing some other types of customization on it. So I had a lot of other little stuff that I had to, test fit remakes, body work, and all that stuff before we even got to the paint part here. And this is, I don't want to call it the easiest part, but it's kind of like, you know, these graphics are, well, if we're joined in, what was it, last night or night before or whatever, a day or two ago, when I last worked on it, it's like, you know, there's two, I mean, well, I don't know, you know, there's just in doing these graphics, you know, because of the dry time, you know, there's 4 hours in this kind of thing, you know, for waiting dirt to dry. But all right, well, the old airbrush is ready to go there, and let's see. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean this paint dries quickly, but I've been generally leaving it for several hours, or in this case, I'll do overnight. So there's not much more I am going to do with this, or not much that I can do with this. Oh, I know something I can do. Let's see. I know we can paint this little part. This needs painted. I can do it right here. I'm just going to use a rattle can for it because move this stuff different area in the garage here. And let's see. Since I'm not going to be, I'm going to just be painting it with this wheel coating. I like the color. It's very durable. I didn't, no more than I had this paint here. This seemed like the most obvious way to do this because it's just a decorative piece, and yeah, yes, he is. I mean, he's been watching me. My son's been watching me work on this. He's been very, very patient, very patient about it. And just need to clean this up with some alcohol. Make sure I got all the dirt and any grease or whatnot. Kind of shows you how old this, or kind of old this toy is, because part of this piece here is goes on the roof on the cab, and it's it's mimicking a water cooler. So meaning, you know, this truck is replicating trucks before trucks, you know, regularly had air conditioning. So they had water coolers, or swamp coolers, as a lot of people know them as. So this kind of dates me a little bit too, and it dates the truck. You know, they work great in dry climates and stuff, not so much in humid because that's how they work. It's an evaporative cooler. Anyway, that's what this is replicating here, and then of course these are, you know, be the horns and stuff, and then there's some places that I'm going to put some like CB antennas, so which I'm still not quite sure what material I'm going to make those out of them, because I want them to be bendable, so they can't be like wire necessarily. I can't really think of a plastic. Well, actually, I could probably use some styrene rod. I just thought of that, because it would be bendable, but so it'd be safe, but also be rigid enough to stand up on its own. So, all right. There's that. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna do a little something to block it up on. Let me run out to my junk pile. There we go. Block of wood. That'll work. And let's see here. Be safe. So I'll put the respirator on here. And because we're not doing too much painting, I'm not going to put it in my little paint booth. I normally have a paint booth for this. No more than we're doing here. I should have used my plastic adhesion promoter, but this will be fine. This stuff sticks to pretty good. I've used this product quite a bit, so. So I'm familiar with its performance, so. And there we go. That's all that needed. Alrighty. Alright, we'll put that back on the shelf. Well, alrighty. I call that about good for this stream. I know we were only going not even a minute, or not even a minute, hour. But I gotta let the other parts dry. So I will think I'm going to cut this short here, and because I got what I wanted to get done. I got that masked off, got the white painted, got this painted. So when it dries, maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see if I'm back here. If not, maybe the night after that. But anyway, we'll be working on this some more. I might live stream a little bit more of it. So make sure you're subscribed. Check out other videos on my channel. Make sure you're checking out my website. Most people don't know this. I have a pretty extensive website of tips, tricks, and all different kinds of things. And you know, I think I forgot to put a link down there, and I always forget to mention it. But I have a merchandise store where you can buy T-shirts and socks and leggings if you're a woman, and beach towels, pillows, whatever, with my logo and things. The proceeds go to help buying new equipment for this stuff to make this kind of videos. So if you want to support me that way, or just want to have a one-of-a-kind T-shirt, check out my merch store. But anyway, I thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.